traders, today we're going to be backtesting a Forex news trading reversal strategy, basically looking for big Forex news and looking to actually trade against it. And I'm going to show you a trade first, and then what we're going to do is we're going to test it several times to see what the results would be. Okay, so first thing what we're looking for is we're going to be looking for a candle that moves 25 pips or more on a 15-minute candle. That's the first criteria that we're going to be looking for with this news trading strategy. And what I'm talking about specifically is a candle close of 15 pips in a single candle. So let's see if we can find one. Okay, so this one is 32 pips, 31 and a half, so this qualifies. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to be testing that after this candle closes on this candle, we got 30 pips to the downside, we are going to be buying on the very next candle. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to go for a target of the exact starting point of this candle, and we're going to be risking half of that distance. So we're going to be doing a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. In this case, we would record this as a negative $100 loss. So we're going to be risking 1% or $100 on our $10,000 trading account and seeing what the results would be over many trades. So of course, our first one is not off to a good start. Let's see if we can find another candle that is, of course, at least 25. So that one's only 11, so that doesn't count. What about this one? This one is, yep, this one counts. So this one does look like it's going to be another loser though. You can see here is our trade. And basically what we're going to be testing here is to see if after news events, if price tends to continue in the direction or start to reverse. So in this case, we lose another $100. So of course, starting out, if you're just looking at this, you're going to be like, wow, this doesn't look like a very good trading strategy. But this is where the law of large numbers and really testing this over many iterations is going to be important.
If anybody has been interested in joining our VIP Discord, today is the day to do it. We try and bring real traders together into a single community where you can learn, you can see what other traders are doing, and you can jump into coaching webinars to learn even more. Okay, so here's the thing. Inside of the group, we do share trades. So you'll be able to see the trades being taken by myself, and we have several other traders here like Frank. He's another trader here in the office with me. We share the trades that we're taking, but we don't just send them as like signals. What we do is we send them as full explained positions that we are taking. And there will be a link down below in the description. If you would like to sign up, please take advantage of that code that is down there. And I hope to meet some of you guys in the group. Thank you very much for watching the video.
So again, we're going to be waiting for another 15-minute candle. Here's something, this one's not going to look good. It looks like it's going to be another loser, 53 pips, followed by way more pips to the upside. So it's not looking good to start out for this trading strategy. Again, a loss on this one. So that puts us at 3 losses in a row. But bear with me, we'll continue to do this and we'll see if we're just starting out in a rut or, you know, we'll see what's happening. Okay, so this one is just about 25 pips. Let me make sure. We'll get very specific here and see what this came out to. Okay, so if we're rounding, it's an entry. If we're not, it's not. And this is where, as a trader during your back testing, of course, this is going to look like an entry. It's very close, but technically, it doesn't meet our criteria. Maybe if we had considered 20 pips in a single direction move, then this would have counted as a winner. But it was more about 24.5 if we're being very honest with ourselves, which you must be during a back testing session. So if we zoom in here, you can see this is actually 24.4 pips in this candle. So even though that would have been a winning trade, we have to be very honest with ourselves. This, however, looks like it's going to be an entry. So let's see if we take this trade. So yep, that's 34.5 pips. That qualifies for an entry. We take our buy trade with, again, our target at the full distance back to the previous high, and our stop loss is going to be going in at 2-to-1. So let's see, 2-to-1 gives us a distance right here. And it does indeed look like we eventually would have made profit fading the news. So that gives us a $200 profit and a bit of recovery. Finally, we can breathe a little easier on this trading backtest so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep looking for more candles. Let's see, does this one count? Is this one 25? Nope, not quite. We're looking for a big news candle, and they're pretty easy to spot on the 15-minute chart. This one looks close. Let's see if it gets there. Yep, this one counts. So we are going to be, in this case, looking to go long off of this candle with a 2-to-1 targeting the previous high. Let's see if we survived. Nope, we ended up getting stopped out here, minus 100, knocking us down a leg. And it actually looks like we may have gotten 2 entries here. Yep, so technically we have to take this trade according to our rule. So big move to the upside, and of course the strategy comes out with another loss. So not ideal, definitely not starting out too good, but let's see if we can catch some winners in the other direction. That one doesn't count, didn't quite hit 25. So we're still onwards, looking for another entry here. This one looks like it may be, yep, that's 38 pips. So this would be a long position, buying on this candle, targeting the previous high, and we needed 2-to-1. Unfortunately, yet again, getting stopped out, minus 100. So we're sitting at this point $400 down after about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, only 1 winner. So a very low win rate so far. Let's keep going and see if our testing results will change. Do any of these candles count? Nope. But this one does, I think. Let's see if it hits 25. It does indeed. And this one's going to be a clear winner. You can see what happens here. A big pop to the upside. We put our stop loss in place above the highs, and it does look to be a profitable trade. So there's our second winner, bringing our win rate so far at just 25%. So let's continue on. We're looking for candles with 25 pips, and this one looks potentially promising. Nope, not quite. So we wouldn't have entered this one, and in this case, that probably saved us because that looks like it would have been a loss. This one's just barely not big enough. Let's continue on. We're looking for 25 pips minimum. Nothing there. We have to keep going. 14.5. Here's one. Okay, let's see what this would have brought us. Yep, 45 pips. So we would buy this one off of this big, huge sell-off. Clearly a news event here happening. And let's target our previous high with a stop loss, 2-to-1 risk reward. This one would have been a profitable trade. So let's see how we're at. So we are currently sitting on 33% win rate. If we zoom in over here, we've got 3 wins, 6 losses, a total of 9 trades, and we are just back to break even after all of that. We're battling uphill, it seems. Okay, we're going to zoom out. We're going to continue for more. Let's see if we can find a big candle here, a news candle. Again, focus here primarily is just going to be looking for big news events that caused volatility and testing to see basically, do they usually reverse or do they usually continue? And that's just what we're doing here manually. So you guys feel free to do this on your own. I actually really encourage you to do this. This is what I used to do for countless hours in my early trading career. And yeah, I think it really goes a long way. Okay, so any 25 pips? Nope. No candles here getting us to 25 pips. Sure, we're getting way more than 25 pips individually, but we're looking for a big news spike such as this one. And in this case, this is definitely going to be a loss. You can see here, targeting here. 2-to-1, we stop out, minus 100, we're back in the hole. Okay, let's look for more candles. How about this one? Is this 25 pips? Ooh, this one's gonna be really close. Let's zoom in here and make sure we don't make a mistake, because this one is either going to be a profitable trade or one that we don't take. That one does count as 25 pips. This is going to be an instant profit win. This would be amazing to be played because you can see on the very first candle after our entry candle, we actually ended up making profit. So this would be $200. And for the first time since we started this back test, we are in profit. So, okay, we can continue on. Let's see, is this a candle entry? Nope, 15 pips, so that one doesn't count. We'll continue our search. What about right here? Nope, not quite. What about this candle? Nope, not quite. Again, we need that big spike. Oh, well, that's a huge drop off, but I think that's from a, is that a weekend gap? Hold on, let me make sure. Is that a weekend gap? 25th of February? 27th of February. Yep. So that is an opening. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky because this isn't on the open candle, it seems like. Open of the week. Would that be considered news, or is that... Ooh, so this is hard, you guys. This is where these are some of the challenges that you run into with backtesting. Technically, what we're looking for is news candles. Like, we're looking for something that happens at a scheduled time of the week where we usually have news. Usually 8:30 a.m. US Eastern is when you're going to get big USD news, since we're doing euro dollar. This is just a candle that happened on the open of the week. So usually what happens is on the first opening minutes of the week, you usually get your weekend gaps if something occurred. So I may be wrong for doing this, but I'm going to leave out this one because I know for a fact that that's not a news event. That is just an on the open candle, and it's probably mostly spreads normalizing. So if you're not familiar, again, when the week opens up in Forex, there is a period of time usually where spreads are super loose as brokers just open up for the week, and you get some weird candles like that. So I know that one probably looked like a news candle, but it definitely was not. It was just an opening of the week. Okay, so let's do this. This one is a winner. Again, just about a 2-to-1 there. So that brings us up by $200. And we are officially in profit here. Let's see, 25 pips. Yep, 25 pips here. Short right here. There we go. 2-to-1, so this was a loss, minus 100. Let's check our win rate. So right now we have a 38.46 win rate, which is, of course, it's not great, but we are operating with a 2-to-1 and currently still sitting in profit. Let's keep going and see if we can find more candles to trade. This one looks like it is. Let's see. Yep. So this would be some sort of large volatility, large candle here. And we're going to target the previous swing low. 2-to-1. And it looks very close on this candle, but it does look like ultimately we rolled over and hit it right here. So if you held the trade, that would have been $200 profit. And let's continue on. Here's one, and this one looks like it would in fact be a losing trade. So we're buying after this candle. So that one would be a loss. Continue on. And this news candle, we'd be long, and we would lose very quickly. So this one, 2-to-1. This one also a news candle right here. So let's go right there, 27 pips. Yep. So this one counts. We would buy here. Stop here, target here. That's a 1.6. Now we definitely won on this one. I just want to get the risk reward right for visuals. There we go. 200 on this candle. There we go. And this one also looks like it might be a news candle. Is it? Oh, it's very, very close. Let's just zoom in here and make sure we get this correct. So here is the open. Here is the close. 24.2. Does not quite hit our requirement. How about this one? 22, 28. Okay, this one is definitely going to be a loss. Targeting here. Stop loss 2-to-1. So we lose on this one for sure. Minus 100. All right. Let's see on this candle. Yep, that one counts. This one continued. Would definitely be a loss as well. 2-to-1. We lose $100 on this one. Continue on. We're still looking for 25 pips minimum. But this one for sure, 48 pips or so. So that's going to be considered a sell. Targeting back down at the previous low, or at the open of the candle, sorry. And let's see, do we make it on this candle? This is going to be the question. It does not look like we ever got down to we never got full profit. Now, the reason I show you guys this, by the way, is so that, maybe oh, sorry, this should not be a win. This should be a loss. Didn't quite get there. So the reason I show you these videos is that, I want to just inspire you to go test your concepts. And it's really, really important. I think that if you're going to be trading, you need to have an honest look under the hood at what you're going to be trading and whether or not you think it's worth actually placing real money on. So let's see if we survive this one. So this one looks very close. It does look like, in fact, we get stopped out here, which is unfortunate, just before the price comes all the way back down. So a little bit unfortunate there. Let's see here. Nope. So big news on this candle, pops us by 28 pips. We sell. And sure enough, this is another loss, minus 100. So you can see we're going into a losing streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So if we go again, looks like we might actually gotten 2 entries here back to back, both of which are going to be looking like they're losers. So let's go here. 2 to 1. Yep. So another one there. The losing streak continues. We're back in the negative after all these trades. So that's definitely not showing too well so far for this idea. But that's the point of these videos. I'm not here to show you just, perfect, everything works perfectly strategies. This is the reality of trading. Is this stuff is, it's hard to find strategies and develop edges and stuff like that. It's not as simple as just, sometimes as it may appear. Okay, so in this case, let's see if we stayed in this trade. We definitely did. So this one would have been a profitable trade, finally bringing us out of our losing streak. And after all these trades, let's go a couple more here, would be at $10,000. So we are basically just back at break even after all of that. Minus trading costs, this is not looking so great so far. But to be fair, this is actually a relatively very small amount of data. And I would love to encourage you guys to, test these sort of concepts more extensively on your own time. Okay, so let's see. Did this one count? Yes, it did. And we definitely took a loss on this one. So here's something. Yep. That one counts, so we'll take a little sell, and this is definitely going to be a loss. And there we go, minus 100. Another loser there. And let's go one more just for the sake of example here. Yep, this one counts. So we'll go short position here. There we go. And 2 to 1. Of course, we end up taking a loss. Okay, guys. So let's take a look at the results here. Drag this out a little bit. So clearly the results are not super impressive. Let's review basically what we found here. All we were looking for were big spikes to the upside or to the downside and looking to basically fade the move, right? So when we saw those candles, you could see that they happen semi-regularly in Forex, and trying to fade them, it seems like so far, just on the number of trades that we've taken, 28 trades total, we came out with a 28.57% win rate, a total profit that did not exceed enough for us to make a positive profit. We actually went out with a losing profit and loss of $400 after all those trades. So if you sat and took every single one of those trades and sat through them and waited through them, you actually would have taken your $10,000 and turned it into $9,600. The reason I talk about this is because it's very important that you as a trader don't just take something that's been said on YouTube as, oh, this is just going to be a profitable trading strategy because so-and-so said it. what we're doing here together is basically we're taking on questions and people's comments and we're saying, let's go test them for people. So if you have a trading strategy you would like to get tested, then feel free to comment it down below and I'll try and do this maybe again in the future. But what we can see here is that for the most part, it doesn't seem like in our small sample size that we have a clear defined, profitability here. Again, we've only taken 28 trades, which is definitely not enough to really consider a trading strategy. In my opinion, I think you probably need at least like 1,000 before you start placing real hard money on it. But for the sake of these videos, I'm showing you strategy ideas that you can then go test and maybe tweak yourself. Maybe something that we could have considered that I thought about, and I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, is maybe we go for a wider take profit and stop loss. Maybe instead of trying to go for a 2-to-1, maybe it would have been better to actually go for a 1.5-to-1. So playing around with the risk to reward settings. Or maybe there are just different currency pairs or assets that this sort of approach would work better or worse on. And possibly still, would it even be worth considering going the other direction? So actually trading when a news candle comes out strong, maybe we actually look to go with the direction of the trend. So again, the reason I showed this video is I saw a comment on one of my videos requesting me to do a news fading test series, and that's what I thought I would do today. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Sorry this one wasn't more exciting, but this is backtesting 101. You test concepts and sometimes you don't love the numbers and outputs, and other times you do. So thank you for watching and we'll see you next time. Looks like it's time for your next trading video. Check out the videos here and here for more free trading content that should help you in your trading journey. We try and keep it real here, so make sure to subscribe for more content that is down to earth, realistic Forex trading content. See you in the next video.